provided by
Victor, why are you still living with odors? Get back in there and freshen instantly with new Febreze Air Mist. That's right, Febreze now has a new, finer mist that floats in the air longer and quickly fills the room to fight even your toughest odors. Leftover fried fish funk? Instant freshness. Gaming teen odors? Instant freshness. Spray new Febreze Air Mist to keep your home smelling fresh and clean.
La, 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 la.
This is Entertainment Tonight.
And this is Ryan Seacrest's last day on Live. Tomorrow, E.T.'s on set for Seacrest's Daytime Goodbye. I tried to channel my best secret. Did you see he wasn't there?
He still has a lot of jobs, let's be honest.
Yes, he does.
All right, before we go, the nominations are in for the 58th ACM Awards.
Waiting the truck.
Hardy leads the country pack with 7 nominations, followed by his Wait in the Truck collaborator, Lainey Wilson, with 6.
Kane Brown, Luke Combs, Cole Swindell, they each earned 5.
Happening now.
San Antonio police responding to this medical center building for a call of an active shooter. How quickly they responded to what they say was a hoax.
And I'll be out live passing out my Fiesta medal, the first of 5 giveaways. I'll let you know how you can snag one. And of course, we'll talk about our bit of a warming trend before our next cold front in just a bit.
Thousands of these hoverboards sold at Target are recalled following the deaths of 2 sisters. Coming up, we'll explain the danger, plus why you won't want to eat certain plant-based chicken nuggets. The news at 5 starts right now.
It was all a hoax and still a terrifying morning for students, faculty, and staff in the medical center after a report of an active shooter on their campus.
San Antonio police have since said that report was fake, but that any threat, prank or not, will not be taken lightly. Our Jonathan Cotto on the scene during the evacuation and shares just how police responded to all this.
San Antonio police responding to the 7400 block of John Smith shortly after 10 this morning.
Our officers arrived on scene within 4 minutes of that call to start clearing the building.
They say they received a call of an active shooter inside Galen College of Nursing, a multi-story corporate building and medical center.
I was told at any given time this building can hold up to 1,200 individuals. So as you can tell, that's a big undertaking.
A big undertaking with a quick response time, only to learn moments later the call was a hoax.
But we still sent all the resources that we had to available to clear the building.
Police say they were able to clear this multi-story building floor by floor, classroom by classroom. Now, the folks we spoke to who were inside of that building say they're proud of how they handled the threat and how they evacuated the property.
I mean, it was orderly. You can tell that businesses and institutions are implementing like active shooter drills. You can tell that by just the response that we're getting when we come on scene.
With the assistance of UT police, the building was safely evacuated. Police say they are investigating the origin of the call and say these types of threats will always be taken seriously.
And if we can, prosecute the person who initiated these calls.
Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Now, Galen College of Nursing was not the only school at the center of a false threat. We have confirmed that at least 5 other campuses across Texas were also the subject of fake reports of a shooter all around 9:30 this morning. That includes Texas A&M, Texas Wesleyan, Collin College, and Tyler Junior College. Again, no credible threat to those campuses, but we did ask the FBI if all of those hoax calls were related. In a statement, the FBI told us they're aware of numerous swatting incidents, but again, no credible threat here, that they're still gathering information, and they urge anyone to report suspicious activity to law enforcement immediately. Meanwhile, San Antonio police say that swatting calls are actually on the rise. How many were made in the last year? Coming up today on the news at 6.
Get ready to pay more. San Antonians will likely end up throwing more money into trash next year. Trash fees, that is. In an early budget discussion today, city staff said the solid waste department running at a $9 million deficit. Balancing the department's budget requires raising rates, cutting services, or both. And while city council members didn't like the idea of raising rates, there was even less support for cutting trash services.
We provide a higher level of service than every other major city in Texas, and we're less expensive in terms of rates. So we'll be sensitive to that. I think it really goes back to making sure if we can incentivize folks to maybe recycle more and use the lower carts that are cheaper for all of us. But we've got a lot of analysis to go through.
Yeah, still a lot of questions out there. The specifics of a rate hike aren't clear yet. Raising the environmental fee and solid waste fee by $0.25 each would only bring in about $3 million.
Witnesses say 2 people sped away from a man's backyard where that man had been shot and killed. And now police are looking for those suspects. This happened on the east side last night at a home on Wyoming near Pine Street. San Antonio police say the victim was arguing with 2 other men. Then shots were fired. No word what that argument was about. We're told by police the 2 men were last seen speeding away in a dark-colored SUV.
The store owners usually like when people are return customers. That is unless they come back with a gun and demand cash. SAPD investigators say that's what a 23-year-old did earlier this month. They say he went into a store where he was a frequent customer and allegedly pulled a gun and pointed it at 2 employees and demanded they give him the cash from the register. According to an arrest affidavit, once they got the money, he ran away. Adam Bird is his name. He's 23 years old. He has 2 bonds totaling $150,000. A new major development in the Pentagon's leaked documents scandal. A member of the National Guard has been arrested by the FBI for leaking classified Pentagon documents and then sharing them on social media.
ABC's Rena Roy on how a teenager's interview by the Washington Post helped authorities track down the identity of this suspected leaker.
A dramatic arrest caught on camera in connection with the Pentagon's leaked documents probe. A man walking out of a Massachusetts home with his hands above his head before he's handcuffed and taken into custody.
Today, the Justice Department arrested Jack Douglas Teixeira in connection with an investigation into alleged unauthorized removal, retention, and transmission of classified national defense information.
The National Guard telling ABC they're aware of the investigation into the Guardsmen, saying they take it very seriously and will support investigators. This comes after a teen whose identity was withheld spoke with the Washington Post with permission from his mother, claiming to know the alleged leaker.
First found out that these were made public. It felt like my heart was beating out of its chest. I could not believe that this was happening. We didn't realize the sheer, just immense nature of these leaks.
The teen calling the leaker OG, telling the paper he did not want to disclose OG's identity, location, or military base where he says he works. Instead, describing OG as a charismatic, gun-loving gamer in his early to mid-20s, saying OG began posting classified information to Discord last fall. Their invite-only group with roughly 24 members around the globe was reportedly passionate about guns, military gear, and God.
The documents were often listed as Ukraine versus Russia at first. However, it slowly spiraled into just intelligence about everything.
Those documents rapidly spreading across similar groups, causing a global diplomatic fallout.
According to the Post, it's unlikely the leaker intended the information to spread further than that original Discord group. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Check out your traffic authority right now. We're going to 281 at Encino Rio, and you can see, okay, there's a stalled vehicle on the left side of your screen. But look at the backup on the right. Huge backup. I know there's some construction that's going on there. I don't know if that's why traffic basically is not moving right now, but it's a traffic trouble spot to be sure. 281 at Encino Rio.
All right, it is that time. It is time for an Adam Caskey Fiesta medal giveaway.
Yes. And what a medal he has this year.
It's a good one.
Let's go to Adam. He is at Christus Santa Rosa on the south side. Adam.
Yeah, we're really on the west side, right off of 151, not far from SeaWorld, Christus Santa Rosa, Westover Hills, and look at this lovely crowd. Don't worry, we'll get closer to them. We just arrived. You know, it's a big facility here, and it's always, you know, the first 200 folks to get in line. They get a wristband. Once you have the wristband, you're guaranteed a medal. Give away the medals at 6 o'clock, and this is just the first of 5. So, you know, if you can't make it out here, and we're already just about at our limit, I think, of 200, but we have more medal giveaways. Whenever I hear that Fiesta music play, I can't help it. That leads into da-da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, so we're with this great crowd. Luckily, it's not too hot. How many times are we out here and we're sweating and I'm doing this with the sash? Viva Fiesta! We do have some weather changes to talk about, so we'll get into those and we'll be back here with a lot more fun in just a bit.
All right, we'll see you then. Thanks, Adam. A safety alert now about some products that could be dangerous for kids. Hoverboards that can catch fire and AV cards that can tip over. 12 on your side's Marilyn Moritz has our recall roundup, starting with chicken nuggets, though, and why the company says don't eat them.
Check your freezer. Impossible Foods is recalling some of its chicken nuggets made from plants and wild nuggies because they may contain bits of wood. This includes 13.5-ounce and 2-pound packages with best buy dates in January and February of next year. 53,000 hoverboards are recalled after 2 sisters died when their house burned. Jetson Electric Bikes is recalling its 42-volt Rogue scooters because the lithium-ion battery packs are fire hazards. They were sold in 2018 and 19 at Target and online. Audiovisual carts are common in schools and churches. Now Luxor Workspaces is recalling 84,000 of them. 3 children died when the carts carrying TVs tipped over on them. The company is providing a repair to make them more stable. And IKEA is recalling 25,000 Blavingad fishing games. Metal rivets can come loose and a child could choke on them. The game was sold since October. Take it back. If you need more details on any of those products, like lot codes on the chicken nuggets, we have links on our website. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
2 other headlines across America. San Francisco police have arrested a suspect they say murdered Cash App founder Bob Lee, and police say the victim and the suspect knew each other. 38-year-old Nima Momina was arrested this morning without incident in the Bay City area of Emeryville. Police say Scott and Momina and Lee knew one another, but they didn't say exactly how they knew each other. Lee was stabbed to death earlier this month in San Francisco's Rincon Hill neighborhood. He was rushed to the hospital with life-threatening injuries, but later died.
Close to 300 potential jurors summoned in Delaware as attorneys focus on seating a jury for the Dominion defamation trial against Fox News. Jurors were questioned about their news consumption, including whether they watch Fox News. This 6-week trial will call attention to Fox's 2020 election denialism. It will also spotlight the role of disinformation in American politics. Opening statements are set for Monday.
The gates to the Poteet Strawberry Festival are open tomorrow with the drought's grip on the state. We're going to speak with local strawberry farmers to see how the berries for this year's event were affected. Berry good or berry bad?
Ooh, stay tuned.
They were using my daughter as a hostage to keep my wife beaten into submission.
A woman now behind bars over accusations of abandoning her child, but her ex-husband says there is more to this story. Tonight at 6, why he says the woman was forced to do it. Plus, a man in court today accused in the death of a 5-year-old girl. It is a case of alleged child abuse. Erica Hernandez takes us inside the courtroom as the judge tells attorneys to get ready to go to trial.
All right, if berries are your jam, it's almost festival time in Poteet, and local growers are gearing up for the annual strawberry judging contest.
But with the current drought, recent temperature changes, has that impacted this year's harvest? Meteorologist Mia Montgomery took a trip down Highway 16 to find out.
April brings one of the most coveted events to Atascosa County each year, the Strawberry Festival. Dozens of local strawberry farmers always aim to put their best berry forward at the annual strawberry contest, including Will Bates, the owner of Five Cousins Strawberry Farm in Poteet.
What you're trying to do is put together a set of berries that are all uniform in size, no oddball shapes, uniform color.
In order for a strawberry to grow here in South Texas, the berries need a relatively sandy soil and cooler temperatures. And while consistent drought conditions will impact any crop to some degree, too much rain on already ripened berries can actually damage them. The present-day system used for growing strawberries also relies more on irrigation than direct rainfall.
They're grown on plastic, generally with drip irrigation below the plastic. And so water isn't necessarily a problem. It's more of a heat issue. Usually along with drought comes heat. They are cool season plants, and so they like the cool weather. above 90, 95 degrees, then they're going to shut down.
Regardless of whatever challenges the weather presents, Bates says they're ready and excited for this year's contest and appreciate the overall mission of the festival.
The Strawberry Festival itself, mission statement is to try to promote the production of strawberries in this country or this area. And they hold true to that particular process.
Oh my goodness, that tastes so good.
Mia Montgomery, KSAT 12 News.
Mia's over here at the Weather Center. She said they really were.
Yeah, now I'm hungry for strawberries. Thank you, Mia.
All right, well, coming up at 6 o'clock, we'll have a preview of the Strawberry Festival itself and what you can expect if you plan to attend this year. And of course, you can find all this information at ksat.com.
All right, another beautiful day outside, 79 degrees, and I am thinking to myself, 1 week from today, I'm going to be at Travis Park getting ready for Fiesta.
Oh my gosh.
And I hope the weather is just like today.
Humidity is a hallmark of Fiesta, so we'll see how it goes. Adam Caskey.
I know, it's almost like it's not humidity. I mean, it's not Fiesta without the humidity, but I'll take it. I'll take it. We're all going to take it. We're live at Chris's Santa Rosa right off 151 on the west side of town, and I'm with this fun crowd. We're all ready for Fiesta. Look at these earrings. Check those out. Aren't they great? Aren't they wonderful? Ready for Fiesta. Ready to get going. Ready to party down together. And I want to show off some of the other medals that we have here. First of all, right here, Chris's Santa Rosa one this year. I love that they have the ribbons, and we have a couple other ones that I'll showcase coming up after we really get into the weather report, and then I'll tell you about my next giveaway, which will be on Monday. All right, let's talk temperatures quickly. Oh, it's so nice out. 79 degrees right now. I mean, how often are we here, Fiesta, and it's like, oh, it's just 90 degrees, another day. Nope, 79. A little bit warmer because of the parking lot and the blacktop, but here's the key, the dew points in the 40s and 50s. You can't beat that this time of year. And these kind of days are really numbered as we get into spring. Take a look at our dew point trend. Take this full screen so you can really see it. And tomorrow, you will be feeling the humidity. Going to bed tonight feels great. Tomorrow morning, you step outside, it'll be a little sticky and sweaty. So you'll notice those dew points, but not for all that long, because you notice by midday Saturday, a cold front sweeps away the humidity again. And my next medal giveaway on Monday, low humidity. Take that humidity, right? So we go through the evening. By 8 o'clock, we're 76, 10 o'clock, 71, and notice how we put turning humid at midnight? Yeah, we have to put that in there. And that's going to mean a slightly warmer morning as well. Temperatures right near 60 degrees. That's 61 in San Antonio, then some upper 50s in the hill country. A little bit of morning fog as well. Whenever we get that rush of humidity back in place, especially this time of year, we often get some fog. We had some patchy fog this morning. I think we'll have more of it tomorrow morning, and it may become a little more of an issue on the roadways, only lasting till about 9 a.m. though. Look at our temperature trend. 82 tomorrow, then 92 on Saturday, only to fall off again on Sunday back into the upper 70s, and Monday right near 80 degrees. And even next Thursday at this time, Fiesta, you'll notice the humidity, but temperatures should be topping out right around 80. We need rain. I know we had a good soaking this time last week. I'm greedy. I want more. There's only a small little hope here in the near term. Take a look at our futurecasts, and we have the dry line. It's going to be getting close to I-35 tomorrow. We'll have a ton of instability, but it's going to be hard to turn that instability into storms, especially when you rely on the dry line. There's just a 10% chance tomorrow. And then the cold front comes in midday Saturday, along with the dry line again, and that could kickstart a 10% chance of a few showers and a little breezy behind it. So here's that 7-day forecast with the return of the humidity. Saturday morning up to 67 and sticky, of course. But then Sunday, low humidity, sunny, 79 the high temperature, and then next week a few isolated showers and thunderstorms are possible. They could pop up here and there, but it doesn't look like we have anything big, broad scale that's going to give us some widespread, much needed rain. But as we get into Fiesta, I'm fine with just low humidity and lack of rain for a few days, so I'll take that. All right, I want to point out something. We have our wonderful parade, the official parade medals. Battle of Flowers here, theme Fantastic Voyage. And we also have the Battle of Flowers, right? The River Parade, that is, Battle of Flowers. And we've got Flambeau. And the first 10 people in line will get each of those medals at all the giveaways. My next one is on Monday. I'll have those details coming up tomorrow during the newscast. All right, we'll see you at 6. More fun and games.
All right, thanks, Adam.
All right, let's talk sports now. And the future of Greg Popovich. He kind of gave us a little glimpse today, Larry.
He did give us a little glimpse in his recent pressers, so we have an idea of where he is going to be in the future. And, I mean, let's not kid ourselves, right? He's got to be with the Spurs. But coming up, as far as the Spurs not making the playoffs, he says it's baloney. Don't feel sorry for them. And the Smithson Valley girls soccer team, they played in the UIL state semis today. Coming up.
I just know that I've been a beneficiary of serendipity to a max degree.
From ownership to all the players he's coached, Pop is having one heck of a ride with the Spurs in big board sports. While the NBA play-in games are going down, all the Spurs can do is watch. After making the playoffs 22 straight seasons, they've now missed out 4 seasons in a row. During his pregame presser before the Spurs season finale in Dallas, Pop was asked about his time with the club, and he said from ownership on down, he's not sure anybody had it better than he did in all those respects.
These last 2 years of developing these young guys for the future, it's got to be tough. Why is it? It's not tough. Said, we drafted Tim Duncan. We deserve no more luck ever again in the history of NBA basketball. Who's had it? And before that, it was David, X number of years before that. And then X number of years later, you get Tim Duncan. Quit your crying, Poor us. We have to start over again. It's baloney. So I'm just grateful for the good fortune that I've had personally.
Pop was asked if he's going to coach the Spurs next season, and he said he can't afford to retire because he drinks too much wine. The Smithson Valley girls are the final area soccer team left standing in the UIL state tournament, taking on last year's state runners-up Grapevine in the Class 5A semifinals. Rangers strike first. Sabrina Tabor sneaks it past the keeper just 29 seconds into the match. It's 1-0 Smithson Valley on a perfect start, but Grapevine battles back and controls the pace for the majority of regulation. 67th minute, Teresa McCullough scores the equalizer, and we're heading to overtime tied at 1. Midway through the first OT period, McCullough breaks free, cuts back, and blasts a shot inside the near post, and that's your game winner. Smithson Valley falls in a heartbreaker 2-1 in overtime.
It is what it is. I think we just kind of ran out of legs there for a while. I think they had a little more depth than we did. They could roll players a little bit more than we could.
I think we deserve to get here. We have an amazing coach and we have an amazing team. We're all very close, so even though we lost, I think we made it, so it's still exciting.
13 seniors enter their high school careers, a part of Smithson Valley's first ever UIL state appearance.
Congratulations to them. Quite an accomplishment.
Yes. All right,
Indeed.
Thanks, Larry.
Thanks, Larry.
Got an update on some breaking news when we come back. More clarity now on what's happening at 281 and Encino Rio. This is actually a police chase that started at South Park Mall when some suspects were found breaking into vehicles.
So we know that the officers tried to make a traffic stop at 1604 and 281. The suspects rammed a vehicle, led to shots fired. We'll have more on this breaking news at 6.